I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but LiAngelo's dream train might have reached its final destination. It's pretty much over. I know it stings, but sometimes we have to face the facts. The Ball family is no stranger to the spotlight, and LiAngelo Ball has been dancing on the edge of an NBA breakthrough for quite some time. I mean, seriously, the guy's been through the NBA's front door, back door, and even side entrance. He has had training camp and signed a one-year non-guaranteed contract not only with the Hornets but also with the Pistons. Summer leagues, G League teams in Greensboro and OKC, he has been everywhere. But here's the kicker. Not a single official NBA minute played. Zero. The signs have been there, glaring at us. Today we're breaking down the highs, lows, and controversies that have plagued LiAngelo's journey to the NBA. Stick around and let's get real why LiAngelo Ball's NBA dreams might be a thing of the past. If you've been following the Ball family drama, you know that LeVar Ball had some pretty bold predictions about all three of his sons making it to the NBA. Lonzo is doing his thing, LaMelo, the youngest, is the centerpiece of the Hornets franchise, but LiAngelo, he has had a different journey. Background. Born into a basketball legacy with LeVar and Tina Ball as his parents, LiAngelo's journey into the sport was practically destined. LeVar, standing at an impressive 6'6", showcased his skills on the courts of Washington State and Cal State Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Tina, holding her own at 6 feet, also made her mark. Now let's rewind the clock to Gelo's childhood. In kindergarten, he competed against older kids on the court. He faced 4th and 5th graders during these matchups, and by the tender age of 4, he was already hitting the gym, putting in the work, and honing his skills. It's safe to say that the Ball family genes weren't the only thing propelling him forward, and he wasn't alone in his basketball journey. At 6 years old, he was already hitting the court with his brothers Lonzo and LaMelo. High school career. LiAngelo hit the ground running in his freshman year, sharing the court with his older brother Lonzo. They worked together and powered Chino Hills. This led to their first ever CIF Southern Section Open Division Championship game. But heartbreak struck when they lost to Centennial High School in overtime. The loss occurred during the Southern California Regional Division I final. Sophomore year brought a new dynamic as Gelo teamed up with not only Lonzo, but also his cousin, Andre Ball. Postseason, he made a verbal commitment that echoed throughout the basketball world. LiAngelo was headed to UCLA. Now, fast forward to his junior season, and he continued to share the court with both his brothers Lonzo and Melo. In December 2015, he dropped 32 points, orchestrating an upset against top-ranked Montverde Academy in the City of Palms Classic quarterfinals. Gelo maintained his momentum and scored an astounding 40 points, leading his team to victory in the semifinals against High Point Christian Academy. Ultimately, they claimed the tournament title. The story reached its peak in LiAngelo's senior year. A perfect 35-0 season crowned mythical national champions by Max Preps. Their title run was hailed as perhaps the best brother act in high school basketball history. As his high school career reached its pinnacle, LiAngelo's senior season was nothing short of spectacular. The accolades kept pouring in for him. He had a 30-3 record. He received All Area Player of the Year honors from the San Bernardino Sun and Inland Valley Daily Bulletin. Max Preps also named him a first-team All-State and Honorable Mention All-American. Now, coming out of high school, Gelo wasn't exactly lighting up the recruiting scene. 247sports.com didn't give him much recognition as a 3-star recruit. They ranked him outside the top 200 nationally and listed him as the 50th best shooting guard in his class. However, his commitment to the UCLA Bruins as a high school sophomore spoke volumes about his potential. Fast forward to his freshman season at UCLA during 2017-18, and Gelo got his one shot in the preseason on November 1st, 2017, against Cal State Los Angeles, an NCAA Division II team. He put up 11 points, showing glimpses of what he could bring to the table. The incident. But then came the curveball. On November 7th, 2017, just days before UCLA's regular season opener in Shanghai against Georgia Tech, LiAngelo found himself in hot water. 3 freshmen, including him, got arrested in Hangzhou, China. They were accused of stealing sunglasses from a nearby Louis Vuitton store near their team hotel. And stuck in a communist country, they needed the help of President Trump to get home.
United States President Donald Trump had asked Chinese President Xi Jinping for his help in resolving the case.
And this raised some serious character issues. They were released from custody, but repercussions followed swiftly. Jello was suspended indefinitely from the UCLA basketball program, throwing a wrench into his college aspirations. Frustration grew within the Ball family, and a few days later, he withdrew from UCLA. His father couldn't stomach the prolonged suspension. Had he stayed, he would have remained benched for the rest of the season. And just like that, LiAngelo's college stint ended before it began. Controversy, a brief moment on the court, and an untimely withdrawal. Post-UCLA decision. After bidding farewell to UCLA, Jello had his sights set on the 2018 NBA draft, even though he wasn't exactly on the NBA prospect radar at the time. Determined to prove himself, he teamed up with his younger brother LaMelo, and the Ball brothers signed with Prinai in the Lithuanian Basketball League. Prinai withdrew from the Baltic Basketball League upon their arrival, diving into various exhibition games sponsored by the Ball family sports apparel company, Big Baller Brand. Come January 13th, 2018, Jello hit the professional hardwood for the first time, albeit going scoreless in a 95-86 loss to LiAngelo. It was a challenging start, but he quickly bounced back. On February 11th, he snagged his first start, notching 13 points in a nail-biting 97-95 victory over Šiauliai. Progress was in the air. On March 27th, LiAngelo dropped a bombshell that he was entering the 2018 NBA draft.
Well, I always wanted to be in the NBA since I was a little kid, so it was my goal really to declare soon.
Analysts, however, weren't exactly placing their bets on him, but despite the skepticism, he remained undeterred. Draft night disappointment. April rolled around, and with the NBA draft on the horizon, Ball left Prinai with his family. Draft night came, but LiAngelo's name wasn't called. It was a disappointment, a setback in his quest for NBA glory. Jello then inked a deal with the Los Angeles Ballers, a team that was part of the Junior Basketball Association, a league crafted by his father. The JBA, an alternative to traditional college basketball, offered Jello a unique stage to showcase his skills. Jello made an unforgettable entrance, dropping an astonishing 53 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Named to the West roster for the JBA All-Star Game, LiAngelo continued his stellar performance. And in a co-MVP worthy display, he scored 39 points, securing the All-Star Game MVP award with 39 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals in a high-scoring 202-189 victory. As the season wrapped up, he found himself among the select few chosen for the JBA USA Select Team. This elite squad embarked on an international tour, facing off against European teams and showcasing the JBA talent on a global stage. NBA dreams. In July 2019, Ball faced a setback, undergoing ankle surgery and missing out on the NBA Summer League. But resilience is in the Ball's DNA. In December, he took a step forward, signing with the Oklahoma City Blue as a practice player, eventually inking a deal with the Blue by waiver claim. However, the timing couldn't have been worse. The Blue played just one game before the COVID-19 pandemic forced the cancellation of the remainder of the season. Fast forward to December 2nd, 2020, Ball got a training camp contract with the Detroit Pistons. Unfortunately, by December 13th, 2020, he was waived without hitting the hardwood in a preseason game. Summer 2021 brought a change of scenery. Invited by his brother LaMelo to join the Charlotte Hornets for workouts, LiAngelo seized the opportunity. Impressing the Hornets staff, he secured a spot on their Summer League team. In his debut, he splashed 5 three-pointers in just 16 minutes, a statement that couldn't be ignored. On October 23, 2021, LiAngelo's fortunes took a positive turn. Selected 14th overall by the Greensboro Swarm in the 2021 NBA G League draft, he hit the court with a bang, scoring 22 points in his G League debut. It was a promising start to his journey with the Swarm. In a bid to further showcase his skills, Jello joined the Charlotte Hornets for the 2022 NBA Summer League. This stint set the stage for his next move. He then signed a non-guaranteed contract with the Hornets, only to be waived a few days later. He then rejoined the Greensboro Swarm roster for training camp. But as of now, Jello is an unrestricted free agent. The crystal ball remains hazy regarding what lies ahead for Jello. However, one thing is certain. The spotlight and buzz surrounding him give him an advantage. and this advantage gives him a better chance at success than others. The future holds unknowns, but with LiAngelo, one can't help but anticipate the next surprising twist in his basketball narrative. Now, before you go, make sure to hit play on the next video waiting for you. We're shifting our spotlight to another rising star, Josh Giddey, and delving into the challenges he's been facing lately. It's a tale worth exploring, so take advantage of it. Click that play button, stay tuned, and as always, keep it real, keep it Mr. Sports, and catch you in the next one.